What's up, guys? Today we have a very exciting package to unbox. There are 4 cubes here. Huge thanks for YuXin for sending me these puzzles over. I know that these cubes cost a lot, particularly this one. This one is a 9x9 Dodecahedron puzzle, and this is massive and also expensive. So let's take a look at the 3x3s first. So there are 2 kinds of 3x3s, and one is UV, and I expect that except the UV coated finish, these 2 are identical. So let's unbox the non-UV coated version first. So yeah, this is kind of looks like the GAN 14 box. You know, in the GAN 14 maglev, there's also like this thing to pull off, and the box is also blue, just like the GAN 14. Wow, this is interesting. I've never seen like this style of packaging before. So there's like this card, like GAN cubes does always, and this is the how to solve the cube thing, and this is the plan tip to use the cube regarding the mechanisms and stuffs. So yeah, here is the YuXin stand. And here we have this kind of adjustment tube and the back. So yeah. And last we have the cube itself. So this is frosted and a lot of loop in there. And wow, yeah, it turns better than I expected. Yeah. This is the first time I see YuXin cubes turn this well. And oh, this reminds me of the turbo magnets or magnetic capsules of the Swift block. You know, there's a rebranded Rubik's brand. There's also the Swift box rebranded to the Rubik's. So yeah, it has the same mechanism as this one. So yeah, glad to say that more and more people, more and more companies have been using this kind of magnet capsules lately, because this makes the cube very stable, and this kind of magnets are also not easy to fall off because they are like installed right inside the plastic. So yeah. Yeah, it's close to mainworthy, but at the same time it's not. The reason being that this cube is a little bit blocky, just like the Swift blocks, but it's like better than the Swift blocks. So yeah, just like an improved Swift block cube. So one step behind from the main potential. But yeah, you can still use this as your main if you average like 12 seconds or above. This cube has no problem. Being blocky doesn't mean that it's worse. Yeah. And the corners are rounded also. The corners are a little bit rounded, like in here. The 8 tips of the corners are a little bit rounded, so yeah. The magnets are unadjustable, so I don't think that this bothers, as the magnet strength is ideal. It's middle to very slightly strong. So yeah. So it's actually a bit difficult to take out the cap. Oh no, please don't damage the cube. Oh yeah, because there are these 4 things. So okay, we have the 2 kinds of adjustment systems. We have the orange and also the yellow. So I believe it's to turn it, right? In the pamphlet, it says that there are like different kinds of settings in here. We have the gear position indication and also the commissioning hole position, which I don't know what they are. So yeah, you get to figure that out. And just put this two in and turn it. Like, yeah, it works. Like, just turn it if you want to adjust, but I think that this is the ideal setting since I have no problems with this, so I'm gonna stay having this setting. So yeah. And here is the UV coded version. Let's jump right into it. So yeah, the 8x6s are of course the same because they are the same cube, just different variants. This is the UV coded. And let's take a look at the UV. Alright. So there is like still some loop on the outside, but you can easily wipe it off because it has the UV coated finish. The loops can easily just go off. And yeah, it is shiny as expected. Yeah, it really just comes down to personal preference of whether you should get the UV coated. Or price also plays a major role in that. So just keep in mind, the UV is more expensive of course. So, and another thing to mention is that the non-UV version is a bit more soft in feeling. So it's a typical thing that happens in UV coated versus non-UV coated cubes. Yeah, but the performance of these cubes are very similar. So yeah, pretty good cubes. So let's just jump right into the dodecahedrons. So let's unbox the smaller dodecahedron first. This is the 6x6 dodecahedron cube. So let's unbox it. Yeah, so very compact box. Nothing is inside except the cube. And we also have a bag here. Or is it? It's a cloth. So yeah, this is probably for cleaning cube. And we also see different dodecahedrons here. We have the megamins, the master megamins, the gigamins. We also have this teramins and the petamins. So these are all the odd layer cubes except this one. Yeah, interesting because the 6x6 isn't in here. We have 3x3, 4x4, 5x5, and 7 and 9. But this is the 6x6, so I guess this one is special. And yeah, of course, this is the largest even layer dodecahedron I own. I have a 4x4 version and also a 2x2 version. Now I have a 6x6 version. So yeah, let's do some turns. So pretty smooth. And I can already know that solving this thing will be extremely excruciating, since it will take like a very long time, like nearly an hour. So I expect 30 minutes to an hour of pain. So yeah. Like I already forgot how to solve, how to make it back. It's like U prime R prime. I actually messed this up, like the first few turns. And yeah, solved. So let's scramble this thing up just for fun. Or should I? Anyway, just scramble this. So even scrambling this thing takes so long. Imagine scrambling the patmings. It would take even longer. And the solving, I mean hours. Of course it takes hours. Solving a 9x9 dodecahedron is like solving a 13x13 or even a 15x15. And I remember when I solved the X-Mings, it took like close to 10 hours. So the patmings would be a nightmare. Like the patmings, you know, you can argue that there's like 2 layers smaller than the X-Mings, but it is still a 9x9 dodecahedron. Yeah, so this is completely scrambled and looks so nice when scrambled, because it's so colorful. So yeah, this is the 6x6 dodecahedron, and here comes the final boss. We have here a 9x9 dodecahedron. Should I unbox this, or should I just make a skit video about it? Oh, I think that I should unbox this first, and I will also make a skit video about it. So yeah, the video will be posted on my main channel. And the video will be about me solving this thing, which will be excruciating. So in this video, I will only just unbox this thing and just do a few turns, and that's it. The real solving will be on my main channel. Wow, just the packaging, you know, already just way better than the 6x6 Dodecahedron, because this is massive and expensive. We have this protective thing here and the stand. Yeah, it's also different from other stands too. So a very nice thing here. And the same cloth. So this is very unique. I haven't seen such things from other cubing companies before. You know, X-Man has a cloth, but it's very small, and this is like very big. So wow, the cube, the cube just massive. 9x9, 12 size. So this is really insane, man. And yeah, Let's take a closer look. This is like not frosted at all. This is and the cube is smooth, just like this one. Yeah, but this one turns faster, of course. This is like a 6x6, and this one is a 9x9. But this turns not bad. Like this turns better than the X-Mings, which is the 11x11 Dodecahedron. Oh, this is massive. You can sort of do this. Like, I'm imagining how many hours it would take for me to solve this thing. I really hope that it won't take longer than 2 to 3 hours. Longer than that, man, just pure pain, you know. Your mentality needs to be very strong in order to solve this in one sitting, or else you will take like a few days. You will split it like in some 30-minute sections of solving. But I really hope that it would be like 2 hours or less. Like that would be ideal. Okay, let's do a commutator. So a commutator means just swapping only 2 pieces. So yeah, if you like put this very far away, people won't even notice. I swear, like the pieces, there are too many pieces there. Like this one, people may not notice. Yeah. So is this the best? Probably yes. Yeah. I think yes. Like this is currently the best 9x9 Dodecahedron, which is the Petamix on the market right now. But I think that Diansheng will also release a 9x9 Petamix, but you know it's magnetic, so of course it's better and it's more expensive. So I think that even Diansheng releases the 9x9 Dodecahedron, this one will still be a better choice among cubers, because magnets, you don't really need magnets in such big cubes. It will make the cube a lot more heavy, and magnet doesn't mean better when it comes to such big cubes. Like without magnets, the cube is smooth, but I don't think that the Diansheng 9x9 Dodecahedron will be 100% better. Maybe 70% better, but not 100. And when it comes to considering the price also, so this one will definitely be better because it is more cost efficient. So yeah. So far I have no problems with this puzzle. This puzzle is big but smooth, so it has great turning while having such big size. So yeah, when solving the X-Mings, I had some like little popping in here, but I assume that solving this one will have no popping, because this cube is just so compact and like very good turning, so I don't think that it will pop when solving. Like even if I turn like this fast, it doesn't have any problem. So yeah, this is a very nice 9x9 Dodecahedron, so the best on the market. So let's just go straight on to the conclusion. These two, so if you are planning on buying a 6x6 Dodecahedron, I think that this one is probably the best choice, because even if Diansheng releases a magnetic 6x6 Dodecahedron, it will probably be not as good because this is already very smooth. So like this, when there are magnets after each turn, like it will like click into place, so it kind of like reduces the speed and fluidity of the turning. So I think that this having no magnets is ideal. Yeah, it just turns very nice. I would probably enjoy solving this one, to be honest, because holding this, just at least the gray size is a great size. It's not too big. So yeah, just like holding this, like very pleasant solving experience. And the 9x9 Dodecahedron, of course, currently the best in the market. But these two 3x3s, I have some interesting thoughts about these two. So after solving these two for a little while, I think that the UV coated is better, slightly better in terms of performance, because this is the UV and this is the frosted. The frosted just seems a little blocky, while the UV version has no problem in terms of blockiness. So I think that this one not blocky at all, you know. This just feels like a real high performance speed cube. That's interesting. I can even use this UV cube as my main, but definitely not this one, because it's fast, smooth, and stable. Yeah, this one just seems a little worse, in my opinion. So I think that you should definitely go for UV if you're planning on buy this kind of cube, the HuangLong 3x3 version 2. If you are planning on buying this cube, you should definitely go for the UV version, which is this one. Just look at how fast it turns. And this one not as fast because it's like, I don't know how to explain, but it's like frosted means slower. I don't know, just the UV just feels better. It feels like it has less resistance. Like more resistance and less resistance and less sandy feeling. You know the feeling? This one feels a little bit sandy. Yeah, on the inside they are the same. And yeah, the UV version is better, and I think that everyone should go for the UV version. This is Gen 15, Gen 15 maglev. And here's the UV. Yeah, definitely comparable performance. The question of which one is better is definitely due to preferences. So yeah, it all comes down to personal preference. This one is more crunchy and airy and light. This one is heavier and more smooth and fast and less lockup. So yeah. I think that the Gen 15 is for someone with very fast TPS, so like 10 TPS ish. And this one is very smooth. So I think that this is for like the most cubers. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Huge thanks for YuXin for sending me like these 4 cubes. Like these 2 are just massive. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'm Q for Speed. Peace out.